Hey, it's your boy LEGIQN, aka Bobby Ray, aka Joseph Williams from Akron, Ohio, who loves to party with the other Amish boys. Bringing you a little commentary today on my Halo careers past, and this is going to be interesting, for me at least, to be able to share with people finally. But a lot of you are wondering, or have wondered, why do you like Halo so much? And just to be honest with you, I didn't ever think I was going to like playing video games as much as I did. I've been playing them a lot since I was a kid. I mean, more video games than probably most kids should play. My parents worked opposite hours, night and day, so I had a lot of alone time. I stopped having a babysitter, I think, in second grade, so, you know what I'm saying, like, I was 8, I could handle myself at home. I wasn't going to set the house on fire, burn myself pulling some pizza rolls out of the oven a couple times, but regardless, the N64, PlayStation 1 were like my best friends. PS2 came out, my brother took it to college because he's an asshole, JK, I would have done the same thing, but we get to the point where I'm in 3rd, 4th grade and we had this change jar, right? This change jar in the garage, and I was like, okay, my dad made the mistake of telling me I could have this change jar, which they hadn't cleared out in probably 2 years, and he was like, you can have it, you can buy whatever you want with it, and I was like, well, I want an Xbox. This was right when Xbox started getting big. I was like 8 or 9, it had been out for maybe a year or two, and I was like, let's do this. We go to Walmart, but first we got a Coinstar place. At that time there was no Coinstar. It was literally, you had to go to a bank and they would count out the change for you using their magic machines, which I'm still just amazingly, I'm obsessed with them still. I have a change jar that I just like to go and I'm like, yeah, change that change. But we go and there's about $250 in that change jar, which at the time the Xbox, just the original, was like 220 bucks. And I was like, well, this is great. I could get the extended warranty on it as well, which ended up coming in handy. And I got it, and the only games that I had were Sega Racing and Jet Set Radio Future, and I was like, well, I'm gonna watch DVDs, and as the stupid kid, I thought I had to have the DVD remote too, even though the controller could control it as well. So I play those games, and I grind them out for, God, I don't even know how many hours a day I was grinding that out, but those were they were fun games. I like the soundtrack, especially on Jet Set Radio Future, but what am I gonna do, man? I wanna play shooters. That's something that I've been interested in, and there was this game called Halo, and I was like, yo, Mom and Dad, except then I was like, Mom and Dad, please, like, help me out here. So for Christmas, I ended up getting a copy of Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 1, and I would just grind it out with my brother when he was back in town from school, and I'd grind it out with my neighbor friends, and I'd go over to their houses, and I'd start pounding them in some 1v1 Sidewinder, or Damnation, or whatever, and I love the game so much. Hang 'em High, like, dude, sickest game ever, right? Gets you so involved with the storyline as well as being able to play multiplayer with up to 4 people. It kind of had that GoldenEye feel from when I was super, super young. And I was like, oh, this is going to be dope. So I played Halo 1 for years. I had games mixed in like Brute Force or the James Bond titles, the 007 titles that they had. And, eventually it came to probably, what was it, my 6th grade year? So I would have been 12. I would have been 12. Or 11 or 12, and Halo 2 came out, and all I knew is that this is the second of a series that I fell in love with. So I remember I was at my grandma's house in southern Missouri, and we were in a small town, and I had just came out, and I went to Walmart to pick up a copy. I saved my money up, I knew I wanted to buy a copy. And we go in, and the guy's like, oh, we'll give you the limited edition copy for the same price as the regular one. So I got that sick aluminum case, and I was like, this is fucking sick. Gotta take it back to my grandma's house. We gotta play it on the big screen. Like, big screen 50 inches then. Like, this was like mind-blowing. The biggest TV we had in our house until I was 16 was a 26 or 27-inch television. Now I've bought every television in the house is bigger than that now at this point, because I refuse to be a Best Buy employee and not soup up my parents. But Halo 2 came out, and it was the same thing, right? Middle school, like, grinding out. 7th grade, actually late 6th grade, I was like, yo, Mom, Dad, Xbox Live. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but I can play with other people, and I can show them that I'm a wizard. And they were like, I don't know what that means. You're stupid. But my dad was super against letting me play against other people online. And finally, like, my brother talked him into it, Mom talked him into it, because we had broadband internet when I was in 6th grade, which was, like, at that time, probably 5 down, 0.5 up, which I was like, what? Like, that's mind-blowing, right, for speed. So I got broadband internet. I pulled host all the time in Halo 2, right? I thought I was superior. And I got it. I got Xbox Live, and that was the beginning of all of the reason that I play games necessarily. And I am so happy that as a 12-year-old I was able to start learning how to curse other people out over the interwebs, because if that hadn't been a thing, I would obviously not be sitting in front of you right now discussing video games history past with Rich Homie LEGIQN. This is going to be installment 1. The next portion of this little commentary is going to be about how I eased into competitive games and how I got into like Major League Gaming and stuff like that. So stay tuned for the next episode, I guess, or video in the series, and have yourself a great day.